Hey guys, I recently just went to a Disney character lookalike audition, and I know that when I was looking for advice, I came straight to YouTube to look up videos of other girls who went through the process, and I just wanted to put out my experience to see if I can help anyone. So basically, what I did was I went to Orlando, and it was held at the Animal Kingdom rehearsal facility. So when I went down, I don't live in Florida. I live pretty far away, so I had to fly down for the day. And so I stayed in the Animal Kingdom Lodge so that I could be closer to the rehearsal facility for when it started. So I got there about an hour early. The audition was at 10. I got there at like 9:10. So I was number 81 in line, so that just, to put that into perspective, I was only 10 minutes after 9 o'clock, and there were already 80 people in front of me. So I highly recommend getting there early, because they take about 45 people in at a time. I was in the second group, and so for the first round, I got in line. They put us in order for highest number, or lowest number to highest number. And basically you just go in and you line up in rows of 10 from lowest to highest, and they walk up and they have the little iPad and they say, okay, number 81, where are you from? Are you willing to move to Orlando? And then they say, okay, show me your profile. So you turn to the side and you smile, and they just take note, and then you're done with that round. And then they go through everybody in the room, and then they start calling numbers. And now, this is when my heart started racing, because obviously you don't want to get cut. So they were calling numbers and calling numbers and calling numbers, and since I was one of the last people in for that group, they finally called my number, and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm so excited, and I was really happy. But the girl next to me, who I became very good friends with, got cut, and I felt so bad. But she was there. Everyone was so nice. When you leave, they're like, oh, please come back. Just because you weren't kept this time doesn't mean that you're not Disney material. It's just that you didn't fit what we were looking for at this audition. So definitely come back. So they were really lighthearted about it. And so after that, we went to the hallway, and there was already like 5 or 6 people sitting there from the group before that were kept. And so I was like, oh my god, I'm one of these people that I just saw, that I was like, oh my goodness, they're there. They're in for the next round. So I got to sit there, and we waited for about an hour for all the groups to go through. There were about 280 something people that ended up coming to the entire audition. So that took about an hour of just sitting and talking to people. Everyone was really nice and really supportive. So that was really cool. And then they come out and they bring out their height scale. I don't know if that's the word. But they measure your height. And so they do that one at a time, obviously. And they put it into their iPad with your number and your name. And after that, after everyone is measured, you go back into the room and you line up in the specific order again. And they go through and they do basically the same thing, but with different questions. They say, where are you from again? Because obviously they don't remember. What's your name? Are you willing to move? And what kind of work are you looking for? Now, this is where I messed up. So, obviously you have to be really bubbly, which I was. And you know, constantly smile. You never want to drop your smile, because you never see a princess in Disney that's not smiling. And so, obviously keep smiling. Be really happy, be really outgoing, like greet them, be like, oh hi, how are you? Greet everyone who walks by. It doesn't even matter if they're a casting person. Just be really nice to everyone. There's eyes everywhere, like everywhere, on the walls. It's crazy. So basically, I said I wanted seasonal work because I'm still in high school, and obviously I can't work during the year, but so I was told from a woman that I got advice for after, when I told her what happened. She used to work in Disney for a long time, and I told her, oh, I applied for seasonal, and that's when they cut me. But she said, you never really see anyone get hired right off of seasonal. It's always you work part-time or full-time for a couple months, and then you request to get switched suspicious status. And so I didn't know that at the time. And that's when I got cut. And I was the youngest person there. I was the only one who was still in high school. Everyone was either in college or out of college, and I was very intimidated. But just hold your own, be confident, especially if you are one of the younger people and you make it through the next round. Just be really confident about that. I made it to the final 25 out of 280 plus people, so I thought that was really cool, and I was pretty proud of myself. I mean, yeah, after I was really disappointed that I didn't get it, but that's not the end for me. I'm gonna go back and try again. And right when I got home, sorry, my dog's in the chat. Right when I got home, I immediately looked at, oh, when are the next auditions? I'm going to come back down, and I'm going to try again, and I'm going to tell them, oh, I'm willing to work. I'm going to work part-time, full-time, whatever you want. So what I thought was really cool, they're walking around asking everyone their questions, and they're walked up to people and they're like, so what do you want to work? Do you want to work seasonal, part-time, full-time? And then they're asking that to everyone in the room. And they got to me and he goes, so full-time, right? And I was like, actually, I'm in high school. I can't work full-time right now, but I'm willing to work full-time seasonally, and so that was cool. But they ask you questions like, oh, do you have tattoos? Obviously, you don't want a visible tattoo as a princess. It says it on the website, like, princesses are not allowed to have any visible tattoos. The casting directors were really nice. Like, the guy, I think his name was Kurt or something, he was really funny. He was joking around because I told him how I don't live here, I don't live in Florida, and that I'm in high school and everything, and he was like, oh, what'd you do, like, fly down just for the day? And I was like, yes, I did actually. And then he was like, oh, and then he was joking around again, like, oh, I bet you're leaving this afternoon to go back, right? Like, joking, and I said, I was, and he just started laughing. He's like, oh, that's great. So just have fun with it. Be nice, be happy, just play off, just be fun, be smiling. A lot of questions that people ask that I've noticed were, what did you wear, what did everyone else wear? So I recommend wear something that makes you stand out. You don't want to just blend into the crowd. Like, there was lots of yoga pants, lots of just t-shirts, that didn't really stand out. And so what I did, I wore a black leotard with a cutout back and a little pink skirt that was from Hollister, and it was pink tulle, so it kind of looked like a ballet skirt, but it wasn't. It was just like a regular skirt, and it was kind of cute. And I had my hair pulled back into like this nifty little braid into a bun, and everyone else had their hair done. I was the only person with my hair pulled completely back. So definitely just try to stand out, try to be like unique. Be yourself. Don't act like the princess you're going to be. Obviously you need to be princess-like, but you have plenty of time if you're hired to be someone else. This is the time to show them who you are. So just be fun, be cool, be you. Obviously. So yeah, and then when we were leaving, when I didn't get called for the next round, my heart kind of stopped. I was like, oh, but then I looked around to all the other people that I made friends with, and we all just kind of looked at each other and were like, I guess it's time to go. So they're like, oh yeah, we're heading over to Universal. And I was like, okay, cool, I'm going to Magic Kingdom now. And so we all just kind of left together. It was really lighthearted, and it was a really great experience. Don't listen to the people who say Disney casting are mean. They're the nicest people I'll ever meet. Like, they were so sweet and supportive. They want nothing more for it to be you, because then they don't have to go through tons of more people. It's just be spectacular, be you. And if you don't get chosen, try again. I know people who were like, auditioned 12 plus times before they finally got cast. So just be you, be yourself. It's a really great experience. You get to see behind the scenes of Disney a little bit. It's a really, really great experience. So I highly recommend it. If you have any questions about my experience or what I saw, or like if you have any questions in general, just feel free to leave a comment below. I'll be willing to answer. I'll try to answer it to the best of my ability, obviously. So I hope I helped any of you. If I did, great. If I didn't, sorry. I tried. I'm definitely going to go back and try again. So have a great day.